Hello children. So let's continue with our chapter 12, Make Your Own House. In that, we have already made the bricks. I hope children you must have enjoyed making the bricks. Right children? And also, by now, your bricks must have got dried. Yes? So, from making the bricks, you must have come to know why we need a mold. Mold means the container in which we are shaping the bricks. Why we need a mold are there two reasons. First of all, to give the uniform shape to all the bricks, and secondly, to make the bricks in bulk quantity in speed. Okay, so that more bricks can be made in less time. That's why we need a mold. So coming to our next topic, how strong are your bricks? So I also told you that we'll be doing some different activities when you have made the bricks. So the first activity is, how strong are your bricks? We will be checking that how your bricks are stronger. How strong are your bricks? With different experiments, right? So for that you need bricks of different kinds of mud that you have already made, a piece of building brick, then a stone and a plate of water. Now, first of all, what you have to do, drop each kind of brick from the same height. Which bricks break? Now, one brick you will take from each type of mud, the types which you have made, and you will start dropping the bricks from same height, all the bricks. And we have to check that which brick breaks. Okay? Then the second experiment is, hammer each kind of brick gently with the stone. Which brick break easily? Now first is dropping and the next is hammering. While hammering, you can just hammer it very softly and then you can check which brick break with a gentle break. Okay? First these two activities, then soak. See, the girl is dropping the bricks from the same height. Next is, soak each kind of brick in a plate of water. Which of the brick soften easily with water? Which ones are the strongest bricks? Now, secondly, what we can do, we can take one brick and we can put that in the plate of water, and we can see which brick will get softened easily, will become soft. Okay, so that is the third type of the observation we can do. Now, next is think. Are your bricks strong enough to make a real house? What would happen to the house after a heavy rain? Now, after doing all these experiments, what you have observed? That which brick will break easily and which brick will get mixed with water, will become softened in water easily. So with this we can conclude that which type of brick can make a real house. For a real house, children, as you know, we need a very strong brick, which doesn't get softened with the water, which doesn't break easily. Okay, so this we need to think about. Are your bricks strong enough to make a real house? What would happen to the house after a heavy rain? So are your bricks, what you have made, are they strong enough? Okay, so now you have to choose bricks to make a house. Should the bricks be strong or crumble easily? Should they be light or heavy? Now, these options are there. We have to choose the bricks for our house, to make a house. Now, the conditions are, should the brick be very strong or crumble? Easily crumble means which can become softened and which can become destroy in water. Crumble, okay? Should they be light or heavy? Another option. Should the bricks be light or it should be heavy? So we need to think about it. Now, next is build a wall. Collect the bricks made by you and your friends, put them together to make a wall. Now here, this is another activity. The first observation is, we have to check whether your bricks are strong enough by doing three observations. First is dropping the brick, next is hammering the brick, and the third is making your brick put in water to check the softness, whether it will get crumble in the water, it becomes softened in the water. So these three observations you have to do. The next is build a wall. This is the next activity, children, that you are going to build a wall. If you have whatever number of bricks you have, you can construct a wall with that. And now when you are making a wall, when you are stacking the bricks, stacking means putting on one on each other. So the way you are arranging the bricks is stacking. Now it is a matter of thought. We need to think how we need to stack the bricks. So see, as you see in the picture, you can see three ways. One is they have arranged the bricks alternately. Like suppose this is the lower one, 1, 2, 3, and in between two bricks they have put one brick. In between these two bricks they have put this brick. And same way, when you go on the third row, in between two bricks they have put another. In between these two they have put this like this. So they have arranged alternately the bricks. And in the next picture, they have arranged the bricks one upon the other. See? As you see in this picture, one upon the other. And in the third picture, what they have done, they have arranged the bricks vertically. This is horizontally and this is vertically. The bricks are erect. So what do you think? Which wall out of these three will be the stronger one? Let's give a reading. Which way of stacking makes a stronger wall? I have explained you all the three. So what do you think? Can you find a way to make your wall even stronger? How would you make a wall that does not fall down easily? I hope, children, you will enjoy doing all these activities. There is another activity which we will do it in our next class. Till then, enjoy doing these activities and have a nice day.